Hi YouTube, I'm back again with a tag video. I was tagged by Charassic this time, and I'll put her link to her in the description box of this video. It's a top 5 tag, and without further ado I'll just get right on with it. The first part of the tag is your top 5 video game characters. So here's 5 that I just plucked out of my head, and they're in no particular order. None of these top 5 tags are in any particular order. The first one is Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I really like Metal Gear Solid, any of the Metal Gear Solid games, and yeah, definitely have Snake in there. The next one would be Jade from Beyond Good and Evil, another game that I really like, and I'm actually playing through again at this moment. The next one is fairly recent, very recent in fact. It's Bayonetta. I really like Bayonetta. I'm playing that at the moment too, and I think the character just rocks, basically. The game itself is completely bonkers, and the character is just fantastic, just really good. The next one, and I agree with Charassic here, I've got the King of All Cosmos from Beautiful Katamari. Basically because he just makes me laugh an awful lot. I just think it's really amusing. Anytime I play Katamari, I just end up laughing at the things that the king says. And lastly, I have Amaterasu, the White Wolf Goddess from Okami. I just finished Okami in the new year. Well, it was actually about an hour into 2010, and that was quite an achievement for me to actually finish a game for once, and especially one of the length of Okami. But yes, the main character, or main goddess, whatever, Amaterasu is definitely one of my top 5. The next part of the tag is your top 5 video games. Again, another 5 that I've just decided. I mean, it's like anything else. If you ask people the top 5, it can change from month to month, depending on what new games come out and replace one of your top 5. So I mean, it changes all the time. So my top 5 are Metal Gear Solid, surprise, Doom. I would really like Doom. The next one is Elite 2 Frontier, which I used to play to death on the Amiga, on my Amiga 1200. I really like the Elite games. I like the original, and I really liked Elite 2, because that's the one I had for the 1200. And the next one is Mirror's Edge. I really love Mirror's Edge. I know opinions kind of split on the merits of Mirror's Edge, but I really liked it, and I thought it was an interesting idea for a game, and I'd really like it if there's going to be a sequel. That would be great. And lastly, I've chosen Beyond Good and Evil. Again, a game I really love, and I don't get bored of playing at all. I could have mentioned there too, I could have mentioned Final Fantasy X, because I really liked Final Fantasy X as well, but it was only top 5 allowed, and so that's them. And lastly, your top 5 video game consoles. Now, I'm not actually that much of a console gamer. Well, I mean, I mostly do play consoles these days, but I've only ever owned 3 consoles. No SNES, Master System, no Dreamcast, nothing like that. The first system I ever had, and I'll actually mention it in my top 5, they are in order. The Amiga, that was the first game system I had. I had an Amiga 500, and then I had an Amiga 1200. and I really loved Amiga. I was a complete Amiga fanboy. But then, like with so many other people, I eventually moved on to the PC, and for a while that's where I did the majority of my gaming, was on the PC. Doom, Quake, Quake 2, Half-Life, name a first-person shooter, and yeah. Then it was the PS1, and closely followed by the PS2, and then eventually winding up at the Xbox 360. Those are the 5 systems that I've owned. As I say, unlike a lot of other people, I didn't, I can't claim to have, been playing consoles back in the day, because I simply didn't. I didn't get my Amiga 500. I didn't get that until about 1993. So I came to gaming pretty late. And latterly, it's been mostly, I would say, probably PS2 and 360. I mean, I've got a laptop that can play pretty much any PC game I want, but I just don't naturally think I just don't immediately think of the PC as being the gaming system I tend to gravitate to now these days. I think I just prefer the 360, the PS2 and the 360, and the PS3 obviously when I get that fairly soon. So anyway, that's enough babbling from me, and that's my top 5 tag. I'm still wondering whether to tag other people, because the last time I got tagged, it got harder and harder to think of another 5 people that haven't already been tagged. I do have a few more subscribers now. Now it's 65, and so I may choose another 5 victims. So if I do, you'll see them. You'll see their names listed at the end of this video. So all that remains for me to say is thanks very much for watching this, and I'll see you again next time.